I wanted to start off by talking about the flashback episode because I think that was such a wonderful way to see a different side of Ricken.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's a little bit more confident and secure in himself in a more natural way. And so how did you find the difference in your performance and Ricken for that episode?
It's a great question. I, too, love that episode, and it's beautifully directed by Jessica Lee Gagne, who is normally our cinematographer for the show. I think... Well, just having the mustache and the shorter hair helped create like a different Ricken. And so much of it, like everything else in the show, is in the writing. I feel like there were some just really fun things baked into the scene, just moments of connection with Mark that we don't usually see. And but I think also just thinking of them as younger and kind of lighter in spirit, and just having Gemma there, having the four of us. That changed everything. Getting to work with Deechin, who alone is just like an incredible actress and an incredible person. But getting to interact with the Gemma character, there was just such a buoyancy to it. It makes me sad to think about that scene, like all the hope that's present there, when she kind of lets Devin know that she's pregnant, so she's not drinking. Like, that's so also bittersweet.
Yeah, and we really also see the impact that it had on every single one of the characters.
Correct, yeah.
And obviously getting to see that friendship that Ricken had with her as much. What did you feel was the impact on him and having lost her and lost that friendship?
I think it was enormous, and more than any of us probably even realized when we first started shooting the show. And then as we went on, it just was so clear that this was a tight-knit family and like a real group of like friends as well. And when you lose someone, and especially as we see someone so wonderful and beautiful and dynamic as Gemma, the loss can't even be measured. It's huge. And I feel like, and then Mark making the decision to become severed, it really sent us in different directions.
I also love the pacing and the rhythm and the dynamic when you have Ricken, you have Mark, and you have Devin all together, because the two of them kind of have their own secret language, and even when he's interjecting, they just kind of talk over him sometimes.
Right.
And how have you found that rhythm? And do you feel like he is that self-aware of the fact they're ignoring him half the time, or do you think he's very aware of it?
I think he's more aware of it than we know. And there's so the first 8 chapters of the UUR were released by Apple Books, and there is some allusion to that as well. Like and I also think Gemma was probably the one who was softer with him and kinder with Ricken than Mark. And so it kind of balanced Mark's sort of acerbic wit with this kinder, gentler, more empathetic person in the mix. Yeah.
And when he found out that he was kind of this hero figure for the Innies, how did you feel like that really bolstered him in a different way for you?
Well, that's complicated. I mean, I think he wants the attention, and he wants the success, and he wants the money, and he wants to sell a bunch of books, and he wants to have impact too. I mean, he wants to get his writing out there so it can affect people. And he does say in season 2 that he thinks of the book as being like a Trojan's horse, and so I don't believe in the idea that he's like fully bought into the bad side. I think it really enjoys the attention, and and then now he's got this like built-in cult, which is what he always wanted. He's got a captive audience of workies.
And lastly, what was the biggest creative challenge for you in filming this season and playing Ricken and finding all these different new layers and textures to him?
It was that mustache. It was so difficult. It had of its own trailer. It was just like a problem,
Well, congratulations on an amazing season. Thank you so much.
Thank you.